Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. This is video number 6, guys. That means I'm doing question 6 from the November 2023 mathematics paper 2. Let's just get right into it, guys. In the diagram, the graphs of f of x and g of x are drawn for the interval where x is from 0 to 180 degrees, and we are given the values of the coordinates of a, and we are told that a lies on f of x. Okay, 6.1, we must write down the period of f. Remember that, guys, period is always 360 all over the coefficient of x. So my period is just 180 degrees. So period is 180 degrees. Now I'm supposed to determine the range of g in the given interval. G is this graph, of course, over here. I know that the maximum value will be 1, but I don't know the minimum value because I don't know the value of the y-intercept. If I can find the y-intercept, I'll be able to determine the range. For me to find the y-intercept, I don't care what kind of a graph I have. I just need to make x 0, solve for y. So all I need to do is to say, let me use a different color. G of 0 is equal to negative cos of 0 plus 45. This is just negative cos of 45 degrees, negative root 2 over 2. So the range here, I know that y will just be an element of negative root 2 over 2. Okay, let me do this just to create a huge room to write. Okay, y is an element of negative root 2 over 2 and 1. So that's my range, or I can simply write it as y is between negative root 2 over 2 and 1. That's my range, guys. Okay, now I'm supposed to determine the values of x in the interval for which f and g greater than 0. So here I just want to this statement, guys, simply says I'm multiplying two things and my answer is greater than 0. It simply means that I'm multiplying two things that have the same sign. Are you together? However, g and f rather, they represent y. So I'm basically looking for the values of x whereby both of my graphs are above the x-axis simultaneously, or they are below the x-axis simultaneously. Are you together? So if I scan moving from left to right, I can see that before this x-intercept, the graph of g was below and the other one was above. And then when I move from 45 to 90 degrees, I can see that both my graphs are above the x-axis simultaneously. And then whenever I move to the right, I can see that the graph of f is below and the graph of g is above. So the only solution here, x has to be between 45 and 90. 45 degrees and 90 degrees. Okay, and then secondly, they want us to find the values of f of x plus 1 less than 0. Let me wash me man. Okay, f plus 1 less or equal to 0. So I just want the values of f of x whereby f of x is just less or equal to negative 1. I can see that negative 1 is somewhere there, and my graph is below negative 1 only here. Are you together? For my graph, guys, there are things I want you to note, ne? Because I'm lazy to solve x. There's a horizontal line here, ne? And then we have a turning point here. We are going to use the axis of symmetry. We have A here. Let's say here we have point K. I know that the y value for point K will be -1 as well, ne? For me to find the corresponding x value, I'll simply say the x value at turning point is equal to the x value at A plus the x value at K over 2. So this is 135, 105 degrees plus the x value at K all over 2. So I'll say 135 multiplied by 2, that's 270. I'll get 105 degrees plus the x value at K. So the x value at K is simply 270 minus 105, 165. So I know that to answer this question, I know that my graph is below -1 whenever x is between 105 and 165. This is true when x is between 105 degrees and 165 degrees. Okay. Another graph of P is defined by P is equal to -f of x. D lies on the graph of P. Determine the values of K in that interval. So P of x will be equal to -f of x, right? What is f of x? F of x is 2 sine 2 theta. Okay, so this will be -2 sine 2x. They want us to find the values of K. Okay, I know that I just need to substitute my points here. Ne? K is just an x coordinate, and its corresponding y value is -1. So if I take my graph of P of x rather, equate it to -1, I can simply solve for K. Sine 2x is equal to 1 over 2. My ref angle is equal to sine inverse half, which is just 30 degrees. Are you together? So I'll say 2x plus 2x is equal to 30 degrees plus K 360, where K is an integer. So that means x is 15 degrees plus K 180, where K is an integer. And then for the other one, 2x is equal to 150 degrees plus K 360. Why am I saying 150, guys? Remember that sine 2x is equal to a positive number, which simply means I must express my reference angle where sine is positive. Sine is positive on the first and second quadrant. The first part I was expressing the angle in the first quadrant. Now I'm expressing the angle in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, I write my angles as 180 minus the reference angle. So 180 minus 30 is 150. I'll divide both sides by 2. I'll get 75 degrees plus K 180. So the x values that are there in that interval, x is 15 degrees or x is 75 degrees. Are we together? Okay, now they want us, okay, we are told that g of x is obtained by translating h of x rather is obtained by translating g of x 45 degrees to the left. We are supposed to determine the equation of h, and we must write the answer in simplest form. Okay, for us to get to h of x, we must take g of x and translate it to the left. That means we must say plus 45 degrees. Are we together? So whenever we see x in the equation of g, we are going to substitute it with 45 degrees. G was negative cos x, it was negative cos of x plus 45. I have a 45 there, but remember that whenever I come across x, I'll substitute that. I'll have x plus 45. So this is the same as negative cos of x plus 90, or you can simply write it as 90 plus x. Are we together? 90 plus x is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. Are we together? Remember that whenever we reduce angles, whenever we come across our 90, we need to change to co-ratios, right? So I'll simply have negative and then this, the graph of h of x will simply be equal to sine x. That's how, guys, we would have tackled question 6.5. I really hope that, guys, it was fruitful. If there are things I'm not sure about, please do say in the comment section. I'll come back to you.